Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my June favorites. I can't believe June is over. June has passed by so fast for me and I feel like I wasn't very active in June. Kids are at home from school, so it was just kind of hard to find a time to record. I try to put more reels because you don't have to hear my kids screaming in the background, but because of that, I think I haven't used as many different products in June. I kind of stuck to a few products that I really enjoy and I'm going to share them with you today. I'm also going to apply some of them in clips. It's pretty much this makeup look that I have on right now. And that's about it. Grab yourself something to drink and let's get started. Like always, I will have timestamps down below in case you're not interested in certain products. Like I'm going to mention a little bit of skincare, perfume. I even have a clothing. So if you're not interested in that, you can go ahead and skip. Let's start with perfumes. I definitely am such a lover of scent and perfumes, but I try to slow down and really enjoy what I have. And I haven't purchased a new fragrance for quite some time, but these two are the ones that I've been wearing so much lately. I've had them in my collection for a while. Let's start with Creed Aventus for Her. This is a smaller one. I think this is 30 ml. This bad boy is so expensive. But when summer comes, this is a perfume that I reach for over and over again. It's bright, it's unique enough where you know is bougie, but it's not appalling or super intrigued that you don't know what you're smelling. This is a very fresh scent. It has that green apple forward and I just love it. It is very strong. Every time I wear it, somebody will ask me what I'm wearing and I don't need to overspray. Although I always overspray, with this one I try to calm it down just because the price and I don't want to intoxicate everybody. But this has been such a beautiful, fresh, but it has substance to it. Also, I see myself wearing something like a really chic white outfit, some jeans with a white shirt. Like I see like style, but also cleanliness with this perfume. Like I mentioned, this is Creed Aventus for Her. And then one that I don't hear anybody talking about, this is the Jo Malone Poppy and Barley. I am iffy with Jo Malone. Most of them don't really last on me. I have my Blackberry and Bay from them. I really like that scent, but this is strong. This is one that has a sharpness to it and it really lasts on me all day long. Oh, I love this scent. There's something so unique about it. I honestly don't even know how to describe it because I'm not great with describing scents. But if you are in a Sephora or Nordstrom, try this. It's a very bright, summery, and very unique. Okay, I know some people don't enjoy talking about fragrance, so I just want to mention what I'm wearing right now. Moving on to a couple of skincare products. I have three right here. This is the Paula's Choice Exfoliate, the 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. This has so much hype around it and it's well worth it. It is very cleansing. It will clear any acne that I have or spots. It will give me such a luminosity. My pores look better, like more diminished. Just everything about this product is so wonderful. What I do, I don't use a cotton ball. I just put a few squirts in here and just put it on my face and like tap my face. That way I don't waste the product that will be soaked in a cotton pad. But it's wonderful. I think anybody could wear this. If you're extremely sensitive to acids, I could see how this could be a little burning for a few seconds, but if you have oily skin, it works. Dry skin, a combination, normal. It's such a good product, well worth the hype. It is so hot in here. If my makeup's just getting glowier and glowier, it's because it feels like a furnace in here. This next product, I was hesitant talking about it. It is a vitamin C, but it's from a local, I guess, dermatology office from Nashville. It's Buff RX Liquid MV. I have their Retin-A. My friend actually gave these to me because she got pregnant and she couldn't use them anymore, and they're pretty much brand new, and this is so good. It is very potent, this vitamin C, and I have noticed such a huge difference in the way my pigmentation, my freckles look. Everything just looks smoother and it doesn't irritate my skin. I don't have sensitive skin, so very few products irritate my skin, but I've loved this. And then I looked at the price and I was like, holy moly, it's not a cheap one, but it's on par. If I would say it's even better than the SkinCeuticals vitamin C that I've loved so much. But I thought I would mention it. I will link it down below if they have an online store. I think they do. Now the next one is a newer discovery. I've discovered this a couple weeks ago. I've had it for, I don't know, half a year, maybe more. This is from Rephr, and this is the Intense Hydration Cream. I have their non-intense hydration, just like their regular hydration cream, and I really like it. It's a simple moisturizing cream, but this is just like amped up. It's for more drier skin, and I love it. 20% shea butter, 5% niacinamide, 3.5 macadamia seed oil. It's just so good and simple, fragrance free. What a huge surprise. I do have some other Rephr skincare that they sent me quite a while back. I just didn't have a chance to open them. I don't like opening products, mostly skincare, if I'm not ready to try them on for like a month or two. So this has been a huge surprise. If you're looking for a good moisturizer and if you're more into normal to dry, this is a fantastic cream. There's a ton of kids outside playing, so if you hear them, it is what it is. The Merit Serum, I have loved this for a long time. It's back in my collection and I have used it almost every day. I've got a lot of questions about how do I use this? Do I use it under SPF, over SPF? And I personally use it both. Sometimes I use it under SPF as a serum, and sometimes I'll use it maybe after 30 minutes, an hour after I put my SPF under makeup. It's a beautiful primer that meshes so well with pretty much every foundation that I have. It just moisturizes the skin. It gives a glowiness to the skin, and I've had no issues with the SPF peeling. There's been concerns about this removing the SPF, but from what I've read, if you let the SPF soak into your skin, you shouldn't have an issue. But that is just what I do. I'm obviously not a professional chemist, so if you're worried about that, maybe just use it under the SPF. But I don't worry about that. I haven't had any issues so far, and I love it. I have one pair of shoes that I want to mention. It's these bad boys right here. These are from Lululemon. I think they're called their sliders, and these are in that light pink. I did not know that Lululemon had shoes. These are the most comfortable sliders that I've ever tried, and I've tried so many. I've been looking for something that's like easy and they're not too chunky. They work with leggings, they work even with dresses. They're so comfortable, so soft, and I'm loving this. I want every color. They have some cute like brighter summer colors, but I picked these. And they have some, basic blacks and whites, but if you're next to a Lululemon, go put your feet in here. They're so comfortable, and this part right here is a very soft, but it's not too thick, and it will be maybe a little tight in the beginning, but it stretches out a little bit. I am an 8.5 and they only have full sizes, so I picked 8, and they were, I wouldn't even call them snug. They were just a little bit tight, but still very comfortable, and the more I wore them, they loosened up just a little bit. So, if you're in between sizes, I went half a size down, but I don't regret it whatsoever. All right, let's move on to some makeup. I have here three skin tints that I've discovered this month. Some are newer. The newest one is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin. It's what I'm wearing right now, and I was hesitant to get this one. There was quite a lot of hype, at least on my feed, on Instagram, a lot of reels about this. And I was just like, well, I don't know. I didn't need another skin tint. But when I saw it in store and swatch it, I really was so impressed with the feel of it, the way it went on the skin, the smoothness. This is supposed to be light coverage. This is medium coverage, light to medium. What I did in the beginning, I mixed it a little bit with the oil. So I put the oil first from there, then the Danessa Myricks, and I put so little, and I could see how that was more of a lighter coverage. But then I went and packed it, you know, here in the center a little bit more, and it became medium coverage. This is very surprising. I did enjoy the other Danessa Myricks products, but not quite as much as this. It's very radiant. So if you're oily, I don't think this is probably the best. Do let me know though, if you're oily or combo. I can see how this will stay put. Even if you're oily, I just think you're gonna have to powder this down because it has, you know, such a radiant finish. But I'm very impressed, really like it. You get a ton of product, 1.58 ounces. Usually you get 1 ounce. And I'm loving it. It's very hydrating. It lasts so well. Quite impressed with this product. Like I mentioned, the other products from Danessa Myricks, like their Yummy foundation, it was a little thick for me. It was a little too much, but this is light. It doesn't feel like anything. It stays put. It gives me radiance. It looks like my skin. It blurs. It's such a good product, and I think it's a good value for how much product you get. The other product that I've tried is the Dior Backstage Face and Body. This has been reformulated, and I haven't tried the first one, so I can't tell you. But I had a lot of questions about how's the Dior compared to the Yummy Skin. Honestly, I feel like they're a little similar. I think the Yummy Skin is more radiant, and I feel like I don't know if you get more coverage. I feel like coverage-wise, they're kind of similar. I can build up the Dior and the Yummy Skin. When I have these on the skin, there is a difference. The Yummy Skin is, I would say, more hydrating and glowier. The Dior sets down almost like your skin. It does have slight radiance, but it's not as much as the Yummy Skin. And I kind of feel like if you're more on the oilier or combo, you may enjoy the Dior better because it doesn't have quite as much hydration, and as much radiance as the Danessa Myricks. So there is a difference, but I could see how people would think that maybe these are similar because the effect on the skin, it probably is similar. Again, Danessa Myricks is definitely glowier. And then the last product is the Phyto-Teint Nude from Sisley. I did a review on this one, and I kind of shared my thoughts already there. I can link it down below if you're interested. But, you know, I mentioned that this is not worth the money. It's very expensive, and it's not worth the money. Neiman Marcus has a sale, 25% off of this. I think the Dior is there too. I'm not sure. But I have reached for this so much since I bought it. It's one of my go-to for every day where I don't even want to put much of anything else. Maybe some brow, a little blush and a lip balm or something like that. It's surprising how this wears. This wears so well throughout the day. At the end of the day, I still have it on. Now that I've had more time with it and tested it out more and really paid attention on longevity, this has been wonderful. It gives very light coverage. I can build it up a little bit though. I would say light to medium, but it's so skin-like and so blurring that, I don't know, nobody would know that I'm wearing foundation, yet my skin looks very even and perfected. This is lighter than the Yummy Skin, and it's not as glowy as the Yummy Skin. This is more like your skin, but better. So I've reached for this probably the most out of all my foundations this month, and I have worn skin tints throughout the day just to feel better about myself. But this is something that I reach for the most because it's so light. I can apply it with my hands. I love the coverage that it gives me. I love that it's not patchy throughout the day, even if I have drier areas or I struggle with texture. This smooths all of them out. So for me, it's really good. The color's 2N. I felt like it was a little light now that I got a tan, but I made it work. You know, it's so light that it just blends into my skin. Overall, I think 2N works. Maybe right now I could use something a little deeper, but I just put a drop of my Armani and it'll be fine. I'll talk about this in a second. So those have been the 3 skin products that I've used. I do want to mention this Chantecaille Anti-Age Face Tint. I've been reaching for this a lot, almost every time I do my makeup. This is a very interesting product. Oh, I wanted to apply it. I forgot to give you a demonstration, but this can go under your makeup, just kind of like to bronze up your skin. It can just be by itself. It will definitely give you a bronze. But the way I've been using lately is I put the Sisley all over and then I take a little bit of this and bronze up my skin with this. So I take my finger or a tiny brush and like kind of dot it all around, and it gives the most gorgeous natural bronze to the skin, but it's still very nourishing and moisturizing, and it's a skincare. But I just have loved the finish of this and the way this looks as a bronzer on my skin. It's light, so if you're into heavier makeup, you won't like it. But let me get a better little swatch here. So I just blend this in and see that slight bronziness. That's just what it gives me. And with the Sisley, these two have worked so well together. It has given me a very natural finish, very natural look to the skin, but hydrating and definitely more perfected and skin-like. I've loved this combination. I actually took these and put them in my bathroom, which is something big for me because I have a whole makeup room just for my makeup, to do my makeup. But for day to day, I've just been pulling these two, a little bit of concealer, a blush, and that's all I keep there. Absolutely love this. I am soaked. I will have to change after. For concealer, Chanel. It's pretty much all I've been using. And the NARS, the Impossible Dream NARS. I use this more as a corrector. And honestly, even by itself, just under the eyes a little bit. I really like the texture. It's emollient, creamy. It blends in really nice. It's not full coverage. I would say it's medium, but it really helps with my dark circles. I can wear this on its own, but I love my Chanel concealer. Also the Kulfi. Here it is. So these have been the 2 concealers that I've been reaching for the most. I would say out of everything, the Sublimage concealer has been my go-to, and I feel like I've kind of made a big dent in this. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely my #1 concealer in my collection. I will do a ranking on all the concealers I've tried in this year, but that one is #1. You don't even have to watch the video. Now, powders. I have discovered a few really good powders this month, and I'm going to start with the Chanel one. I don't know if I discovered this month or last month, but it's a powder that I've used quite a bit. This is a natural finish loose powder. This is, I would say, a very amazing basic powder. It sets your makeup. It's not extremely blurring or extremely radiant. It gives a radiant to the skin. It's just a good setting powder. I put it all over the skin. Like, I feel like right now I could use some powder because I'm so glowy. And I can just take this kind of all over. And it's never too heavy, but it definitely has an impact. It sets my foundation. It keeps me from being too glowy. Such a good powder. I would say even if you're dry, it will work. if you're oily, I think it would work really good. It works under the eyes, around pores, just such a good basic powder. However, I have here two powders, the Sisley and the Givenchy. When I've done my review on the Sisley foundation or skin tint and the powder, I've got so many questions about how's the Givenchy compared to the Sisley. Now, I decided to put these side by side for you guys so you can see kind of the difference that these make under your eyes. On the right side, I added the Givenchy number 3. This is their new mini size. I picked it up this month. Love this color more than my other one, which is the number 12. It was a limited edition. And then on the left side, I took a puff and put the Sisley. Now, hopefully the camera will pick it up, but this left side, I would say it's much more brighter. It almost has a luminosity to the under eyes. And I don't know about which one's blurrier. They just do different things. Usually the Sisley, I don't wear it this heavy. I just wanted to put a lot of product so you can kind of see the difference. The Givenchy, I would say, is a great blurring under eye setting powder. I'm not sure if they say it's a setting powder, but that's how I use it. I set my concealer in nice and blurring. The Sisley, I would say it's lighter in texture. It has more radiance to it. It's more of a filter. You can also use this under foundation, which I had a lot of comments in my last video about, you know, this is supposed to go under foundation, and it can go under, but even on their website, they say you can use it under or on top of the foundation. I have tried it under foundation and it works. It's fine. But I haven't seen such a big difference as when I put it over my pores, over my foundation. The one negative about this powder is that it's not very setting. Like, this was not gonna keep you from getting your oils coming through. This will blur and filter your skin, but the Givenchy is gonna keep you more set. So, with that being said, I can't really say one's better than the other because I think they're very different powders. I really enjoyed this Sisley. With my drier skin, I've loved this powder so much. I usually just put a little bit on a fluffy brush and, you know, kind of set everywhere, mainly T-zone. But the Givenchy, I would say, is just more of that blurring setting powder. Like, it will make your concealer stay in place, your foundation stay in place. So I think it really depends on the needs that you have. They're different products. I would not compare them as equal or even similar. I just think they do such different things. Those are my thoughts on these two new powders. Hopefully that was a little helpful because I got so many questions about comparing those two. For bronzers, I used a lot my Armani Luminous Silk bronzing drops. This is in 100 and this works really well for me now because I'm more tan, but I just love this product. In the clip, I actually applied way too much on. I think the brush picked up quite a bit of product. And you can see just how easy it blended out. I didn't freak out. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I ruined my makeup. I knew it was gonna just blend out and be so seamless. I also like to put this in the foundation. If I need to darken up a foundation, I can put just a little dot in there. And it works really well. I'm still in love with this. I think I always will be. It's just such a beautiful, unique, and blendable product. But I've also discovered this Give brand. I think I'm saying it right. You guys helped me in my last video. So this is their contour and bronzer. I love the contour. The bronzer's good too, but the contour is so good. Blendable, easy. I like the color. This is in Toastin, and this is my first product from this brand. This is by Gwen Stefani, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm really impressed with this product. This is one of those products that I take in my bathroom as well because I have the cream and the powder in one, so it's easy. I don't love that the powder doesn't have a cap or a protective acrylic something because I do feel like there's a little bit of powder in my cream. but I still enjoy it. And then an old favorite that I've been reaching for is this Danessa Myricks. This is their Balm Contour, I'm pretty sure. This is in light 2, right? Yes. This used to be such a favorite for me, and I reached for it lately a lot. I don't know what made me pick it up. I think I was just looking for more cream products, and this is so beautiful. I've done a reel, I've done a reel where I used this one. You can see just how beautiful it's pigmented. It's intense, but it's blendable. It lasts a really long time. So this has also been a product that I've reached for this month. Moving on to blushes, I have been loving the Gucci blush in the color Intense Plum. This is the newer one, and I find this color so beautiful for summer. It's a little bit more, I would say, more of a watermelon-y color. It's what I'm wearing today, and I intentionally added more blush. That way you guys can see it on camera. I had a couple of requests to maybe apply blushes or products a little heavier. That way it will show up on camera. So hopefully this blush will show up, but I love this color. This is one of the last colors I was gonna pick up. I wanted the red one or the pink one from the new release from Gucci, and this is the only one I picked, and I don't even think I'm gonna pick the other ones yet, maybe in a future sale, because this one is giving me all summer vibes. I love it. I think it works really well with my skin tone, and it's just such a beautiful, fresh color, and I'm very happy I picked it up. I picked it up in store, otherwise I wouldn't have picked it up. I've also really enjoyed the Dior blush in the color Cherry. Again, it has that brightness to it, almost neon-y, but very, very wearable. And I just find it in the summer, so it swatches awful, doesn't it? But it's really pretty on the skin. It's just so summery, so bright, so fresh. And I usually just wear this brighter blush with more minimal other things. Like today I did a little bit of an eye look, but most of the times I don't even wear mascara on my eyes. Just these brighter blushes, and I've been loving these. And one product that is kind of a blush and highlighter all in one, this is the one from Chanel. I hope it's still available. If not, sorry, but I've been reaching for this a lot lately. Again, I think it's the same concept. I wanted to feel put together, and this has this beautiful blush in it. It's very natural. It looks awful here, but on the cheek, it looks really good. It has a beautiful highlighter, and then, you know, these pops of colors as well. So I've been reaching for this palette quite a bit, and I'm glad I did, because it's a lot of money and I'm really getting the use out of this one. And this blush right here, it really has been flattened out quite a bit. It has a warmth to it, so even if it looks like it could be a bronzer on me, it's a true blush. But reaching for this quite a bit as well. Now for highlighter, I've been back on board with my Peau de Pêche from Westman Atelier. This is probably my favorite highlighter, I would say, product in my collection. Maybe that's a stretch. I have to think about that, but definitely my favorite highlighter in my collection. Absolutely love this. I love the color. I know Westman Atelier came out with their new liquid highlighters. It's here, but it doesn't do justice. Like, I truly think you need to put this on. It just looks like kind of nothing, but once you put it on your cheek, let me do that. It just has the most beautiful, I mean, I have a lot of highlighter, but beautiful effect. It makes me look healthy. It doesn't look like a true highlighter. I don't know how much you guys can tell, but wow, I have been reaching for this a lot. I use my fingers sometimes. This is the Sonia G brush, a classic base, yeah. And this is how I use this, or with my fingers. So you just see, oh, so beautiful. So because I've reached for this quite a bit, I decided to not pick up the Westman Atelier just yet. I will pick that one up, the liquid one, but just right now I've really been enjoying this one. And I feel like when I get a new product, I want to wear it quite a bit before I give you guys an opinion or my final thoughts on a product. And I just want to wear this one. Also, this Clé de Peau highlighter in the shade 17 Celestial Sparks. This bad boy is a splurge for sure, but truly it has the most unique, elegant highlighting properties to it. It's not super intense. You can absolutely build it up, but it's kind of like a filter that gives light to your cheek. You can take a really fluffy brush and kind of sweep it on your forehead a little bit. You will have that glow, but it's just so unique. I have loved this product since I bought it. I do have two colors. Here is the 202 and the 17. The 202 is more intense, more of a true intense highlighter, but the 17 is the one that I've been loving lately, just because it gives such a unique finish to your skin. It's not textury at all. It's not chunky. It's extremely smooth. It's kind of like a combination between a really like an ambient lightening powder from Hourglass, but with a little bit more glow. This is how this one is. So loving that one. I also discovered the Caliray spray, like setting spray. This has the best mist in my entire collection. Absolutely love it. Watch this. Let's see, full focus. You can't even see it. Like, let's put it close to the microphone. Can you hear that? Maybe not. I just sprayed my microphone. Now the mister is great, but also the way this makes my skin look, it's almost meshing everything in, and I have noticed a really great staying power when I use this one. For the eyes, I only have one product to talk about, and that is this Tom Ford Quad in Tropical Dusk. Again, I've done a review on this, and even though this is kind of like a basic quad, I really have been reaching for it a lot. I love it. I love this shade right here so much. It's kind of a unique topper, but it has a little bit of depth to it. And it's kind of what I'm wearing right now all over the lid. It's very simple. In my review, I did mention that this pink pulls a little bit warm on me, and I think I put a little bit of the Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer on my eyelids prior, so this turned even warmer. So today I feel like it's much more calmed down. It's not quite as pink as I would like it to be, but it's not quite as warm. Actually, one of you guys mentioned that, and it's like, do you think maybe because you had the Makeup by Mario under that this pulled so warm? And I really think that that was the case. But I've been reaching for this. Easy, super fast, nothing revolutionary, but it is one of those quads that I think I'm going to reach for over and over again. It's like kind of a no-brainer. And yeah, I really do enjoy it. I have loved it. It's just easy, and it gives a beautiful, sparkly impact, but it's not too much. Okay, a few lip products. I have tested out quite a few higher end lip products. The Charlotte Tilbury lip products, like these are the Lip Blur, came out, and I do enjoy them, but I wouldn't say that they're my favorite. I think the issue I have with them is that they do transfer on me. I love how these look blurred out. I think they're so beautiful. They give such a beautiful effect, but if you're looking for the super matte, like staying power, I don't think that these are it. I think these are a lip cream, very hydrating. They look really beautiful on the lips, but I do feel a little, not self-conscious, but like I have to think twice about, okay, am I gonna eat something like a burger and like I'm gonna have this go all over? But once you blend it out, like blur it out like this, I think this is Pillow Talk Medium is my favorite color. This does stay in place much better. So that's why I'm not saying that this is my favorite, because it's a little finicky for me personally in the way I like to wear my lip products, but it is a beautiful, beautiful color, very hydrating. So if you're not into like that matte look, but you still want something that will stay decent, this is a good option. But the rose ink ones are better in my opinion for what I like. These are more long lasting. These last on me so long. They are transfer proof. Like once they dry down, these do not budge. They feel very comfortable. It's what I'm wearing today, and I've had this makeup on for a bit and I'm sweating. And I have no issues with these. My favorite one is definitely Count the Waves. This is what I put on top of Kiss and Part. The Count the Waves is just, it's so easy because I can put it in the center of any of the other ones, and it just makes it a little bit more wearable, everything more wearable. All the colors are beautiful. I love this more powdery finish. These also have that blurring effect, but they're not as hydrating as the Charlotte Tilbury. So if you're looking for hydration or if you have really dry lips, I think the Charlotte Tilbury is better. But if you're like me and like matte lips, like I love that powdery matte finish, these are it for me. It's what I've been reaching for quite a bit actually. Saw in Count the Waves, you probably can't tell, but I was already getting some good use out of this one. I'm like, wow, okay, that means I really like them. So this have been a huge discovery. I have worn many other lip products, but I will mention one more. This bad boy right here is the Married Aperitif, and this is such a beautiful kind of reddish, corally mix. Such a beautiful color. It's a beautiful summer color. Formula is incredible. The color is just perfect. I don't know if this is limited edition. I know it was limited edition last year and they brought it back. They have to make this permanent because this is one of the most beautiful summery bright reds in my collection. The formula is incredible. It stays on your lips so well. They're moisturizing. These Married lipsticks are just beautiful. So they need to make this color permanent because you can see it's like wearable. It's not too intense. So this definitely had to go in my favorites because it's been one of those that, oh, I don't have mascara on, but I want to feel kind of special. I'll reach for this, pop it on my lips, and definitely makes a huge, huge impact. My friends, I am sweating like nobody's business. My chair is pretty much soaked. So I am going to leave you guys here. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Like I mentioned, I'm trying to do more reels. I did a vlog style reel and it seems like you guys enjoyed it. So yeah, follow me there and I'll see you guys in my next video. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.